Hello lovely people, I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 9 on a 6-bedroom house that we are putting up for Mr. Isaac and Madam Joy. Alright, I'm super tired. I have to go to work this evening. Today is on the 10th of November. Yes. In your view is a beautiful 3D representation of the 6-bedroom house. It is one of its unique. The beauty of this house is the diamond shape area and how the windows have been constructed. When you look at the windows from onset, it tells you the height at which the building is supposed to attain, so you can achieve those windows design. You understand? Yes. So mostly for standard windows, when you lay the blocks about 1, 2, 3, 4 course, then the windows will come. Windows could be 4 feet by 5. You understand? Some people go with 3 feet. Some people have to go from floor to ceiling height or floor to beam area. Okay, if you do from floor to lintel, your windows are going to be smaller. Yes, from maybe 4 course to lintel level, which is about 7 feet. From floor to door height is 7 feet. So if you take 7 feet minus 4 feet, it means that you are left with 3 feet. You understand? So that makes the window a bit smaller. But when you go from that height to a ceiling height, it makes the window very huge and beautiful. The total cost for this is as shown. There have been some changes here and there, which I did mention in episode 8, and therefore bringing our total to 97,238. And this is the actual. Okay, my dollar rate, I'm using 11.3, so it might differ, but the Ghana cedis is actual. The dollar rate might differ a little bit. All right, so I welcome you back to Dowinya, and this is the Dowinya or Pram Pram project. Are you with me? This is beautiful. Look at that. This is beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm so happy when I see such things. Yeah, it gladdens my heart. And I'm super excited that one day these couples will remember me. Okay, that out of nowhere they entrusted that I put up their house for them, and it has been put into good use. Okay, it's been put in good use. Stephen did a wonderful job, very critical. He paid attention to details, checks wherever there are errors, he corrected them, and we moved swiftly. Materials are very necessary. Okay, the quality of the material is very, very important. As you can see, the blocks as they've been arranged here, I think mostly these blocks are arranged in 100 or 50s. Yeah, they normally go with 100. So if you count them, you'll know the total blocks even here. Quality of the block is important. Are you getting it? And the ratio at which you mix the mortar is very, very important. If you don't have good people to do such things for you, they can use one bag to lay almost about 1,000 blocks, and your house will not be strong. It will be shaky. Are you with me? So sometimes when I devote my time in doing things for other people, I do it such that when you come after me, you will not have issue with your house. So the cement, I ask them to even double it. Yes, if 2 bags, constitute to a certain amount of blocks, I tell you do it 2.5 bags. That's what I tell my masons. Yen 2.5, my cement in kum, because I want you to come even when I'm not around, look at the quality of work that have been done, and you will not have any issue with me, because different people with a different observation. But when you do things beyond their doubt, you create room for less, criticism. Are you with me? Yes. And that is why, for me, it's an indictment on me. I put extra effort in ensuring that cement is more. If you are going to cast your columns, my cement income, into when you are going to chisel this house, man, you will have a lot of challenge. Look at the height we have attained. Mostly we attain a height of 2.8 or 2.7. But I wanted to attain a height of 3 meters. Are you with me? A height of 3 meters. And reaching that is, in most houses in Ghana, most of them, they don't reach this height. Once a day, no, a more your ceiling, when you do your ceiling and you put a ceiling fan, you can even reach out to the ceiling fan. But with this height, man, you are good to go. You can do a ducting air condition, a complete ducting system. It will fit here. Are you with me? A complete ducting system will fit here. Now, the floor decking is going to come. A floor decking, we can do a double beam or a single beam in a floor decking. In fact, if you do a double beam, you are going to achieve a height of almost about 3.5, which I believe is sometimes abnormal. Because if you go to a height of about 3.5, you're going to affect your staircase. Because staircases are designed based on a certain height. So once your building height increases, then it will affect the staircase starting point. It means that the staircase starting point needs to be extended further, so the staircase can have a better landing based on the new measurement. You understand? Everything has been well thought, well calculated. And I do this behind the scenes with my foreman, Mr. Steven. I hardly sleep. Because I'm the type, anyhow. And so I think beyond. I want to make sure that when you come, even without my knowledge, and you go to the site, you should be happy with the work we have done. So I criticize my plumber, I criticize my carpenter, I criticize everybody. Even when I know what you have done is okay, I still criticize you. Because I want you to do it, even when I'm not watching, do it right. Yes, do it right. So I asked Steven, Munye video, tape measurement, let me check this, let me check that, let me check this, let me check that. Look at this magnificent house. Okay, this is the staircase area, and it needs a careful calculation. If not, you're going to have issues here. Okay, you're going to have issues right there. So I have to take my time, make sure that everything is well thought, well calculated, so that at the end of the day, I don't have issue with my client. This is where I make my 2% from. It's like me working for them, and I have to make sure I work so that I get paid. Now, if you are giving all the money and you go and do a shoddy work, I'm going to, spoil my reputation. You understand? And it's not the right thing to do. So invest and invest wisely, because once I do it right, this same client will give me another person. Because a recommendation from his tongue is more powerful than a recommendation typed by somebody. Because once he says it that men B and C or Mr. Bright is credible, that alone carries a lot of weight. It carries a lot of weight. And for me, that has always been my ultimate goal. Tell the people the truth. Be sincere with them. Be transparent. Okay? Yes, be very open. When they ask questions, be able to give them tangible answers. Are you with me? It is very, very important. I accept mistakes. I have done some mistakes over the past in the quest of helping. But you see, when in terms of business, there's no feeling, there's no friendship there. It is about business. Yes, and that's one thing I have learned along the line. And I believe that every human being, we all revolve. We learn every day. We make mistakes. If businessmen, they do the same thing. So when you realize that, okay, here I fell short of this, quickly you learn, you correct it. Next time it doesn't happen again. Are you with me? Yes. And that is how I'm growing and I'm keep on getting more contracts. It all started from one person, and from one person to another, to another, to another. Are you with me? And I'm so grateful, especially to all of you, to Mr. Isaac and Madam Joy. I am so appreciative of you, okay, for all this. You entrusted me and you believed in me. I am so grateful. That alone, I don't want to take for granted. You understand? That alone, I don't want to take for granted. It's so dear to me. Now, when we finish this, we're going to go to the pillars. Now, you can see the gaps by the pillar. Except when I tell people that this is how I want them, I tell them, my gap na one chain and so that the concrete will have enough meat. That's why I keep telling Stephen, because when you don't do that, that is the only thing that holds the building. It holds it together. Into my concrete ninya thick, and then the ratio of cement also should be enough. So when you want to chisel this house, you will find a lot of challenge. Someone went to my house and they wanted to do a piping work. Auto blades bears a 10. We use a cutting machine for cutting the block. I say, hey, now block ben na ye din say. We try blading in our say. Yeah, that is the quality of work. Now go how would the chisel no boom and then you I want to say Omo sika. Are you with me? So be very vigilant. Know where you put your money. Know where you invest your money. Because for me, I invest it wisely. I put it into good use. And I want you to see what I have done. You understand? I want you to see what I have done. Say, catch me say, Mr. Bright, I'm human. May accept my mistakes. I'm not that arrogant and that show pride and that kind of people. No. I'm so down to earth. I'm very sensitive. I feel as though I'm thinking for the person. I want to make sure is he comfortable? Is he okay with that? Look at the height. Look at the pillars. Is that not beautiful? Now, we pillar we a beji board mienu when the name board mienu when the chi 4. Board bar could be a pillar bar could be a beji 4 boards. You can imagine. That is the quality of work I want. Because I feel as though this is mine. I do everything as though it is my own house. Inti say I would dear and obey it time. Obey it in your pay. There be. That's why I keep telling you, we have different kinds of people. Obu ho ni abadaye on dwene nipa ho kra. Usika na obegino oye ne ho fia boko ahobrase ni san case kani wie ya no adendan. Na waye say yi gari na atonsum na honhon no na waye sa. O frɛ no kra wonfa. Obe frɛ na waka so ne ma ye busy oboa. Wo ho pa sa wo frɛ no so wonfa. So what you see? So be very wise. It's a YouTube channel, no a book. I'm obia fa phone not to me and your pay no the atoso. Be very careful you don't fall prey to all these scams. So what you see? Na dwuma na ye no. Na wan kasa wodi wani adi akire. Me ya na me pe. No wa feel pay video call, ye be video call, you can see everything live and colored. So what you see? Dwuma na ye no, enye dwuma ketwa. Anti bibie nia na abotre kakra bem na ye kyerɛkyerɛ bibie mu na wo bia nya ne ho ntiaseɛ. So munyina mate. It is very, very important. Very beautiful, and very soon all these pillars will be bored by the carpenter, and then we'll proceed for pillar casting. Are you with me? And then we're going to move on to the floor decking. Floor deckings are very expensive. Depending on the span of your house, we can either do a trasaco or we do the traditional concrete. If the span of your building are so huge, trasaco is not good for you. Okay, yes, stress beam, those are the trasaco type which we call the stress beams. They're not good for you because stress beams require support. It needs pillars to hold them because it doesn't take enough of iron rod. It's just block work and the stress beams are in the middle. So it doesn't take a lot of the 16 mm and all those stuff. So if the span of your building is so huge, it's not advisable to go for stressed beams. Traditional concrete is the best for you. So before you design your house, you should know what type of flow you want to achieve so that the architect will design your house according to it so that you don't spend money on the floor decking. Are you with me? It is very, very important. All these are important into the construction of your dream home. I love you and I want the best for you. It is my goal to help someone out there who is vulnerable. If you need my help, please reach out to me, and my email is on the screen, bright&clara@outlook.com. My name is Mr. Bright. I am the CEO of B&C Construction. Okay, anything you need, just call on me and I'll be there to service. From me to you, shalom. God bless you wherever you are. Bye-bye.